Ladies and gentlemen, are Leeds United close to making their first signings back in the Premier League? Obviously not right now as the transfer window isn't open, but let's talk the latest Leeds United transfer news and rumours right now. Let's get into this. Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Hope you've all had a great Wednesday and you're ready for the latest Leeds United transfer news and rumours, specifically rumours. Before we get into this, you guys know what to do. Get down there right now, smash a like for me. 350 likes we're aiming for. We're smashing around the 300 like mark. Let's hit 350. I know you guys can do it. Also subscribe if you're new. Look, we smashed 20,100. Let's smash 20,200. Hard for me to say. So if you are new around here, get down there right now and subscribe and get your comments in. Today, I want you to let me know your favourite Leeds United chant. You might not always go to the games. It doesn't matter. Neither do I. What's your favourite Leeds United chant? Let me know in the comments down below. And yes, also, if you didn't know, I will be playing in the Leeds Creator Cup. If you watch any of the other content creators around Leeds United, you know there's a massive football match coming July 20th. And if you want to get your tickets, get in the description down below. Get some tickets. You'll watch me ball out. I'm like Jorginho Rutter, I'll tell you. Get your tickets down below. Without further ado, let's get into the latest news video. We're starting off with Manor Solomon. When I say Leeds United are close, the two that we could be talking about that could get close, and one of these is Manor Solomon. So we know the latest around that political reasons will be that he won't be joining Marseille. De Zerbi apparently doesn't want this whole Solomon and things that he posts on social media things. Political reasons while Manor Solomon won't be joining Marseille. So Leeds want to get a deal done. And, but I mean, they've recently posted a compilation of him on YouTube too. I thought this was a little bit of a hint. Again, as I'm now recording, they've just posted Dan James one. So maybe that's not just like a thing I was thinking about. I know a lot of people on social media thought the same sort of thing. It's in the region of £15 million for Solomon. Like I said, if there's anything more than 15 million, I'd kind of be staying away from him. But the senses are that Leeds United are optimistic about getting this deal done. There's a good relationship between Leeds United and Tottenham with the Archie Gray, with Manor Solomon, with Spence. I know that didn't go brilliantly, but there's a good relationship between Spurs and Leeds. And it looks like Leeds United are confident of getting this deal done. And I believe if we do get it done, it'll be one of the first signings. And I think, listen, the Marseille move's kind of ruled out for him now, according to the agents and things like that, according to latest reports. So it's all about Leeds now and how quick they can get this done. Would you guys want to see Manor Solomon back? I personally would, but I wouldn't go over a stupid price for him. I think 15 million is perfect. I do believe he's Premier League ready. Not a lot of, fans believe Manor Solomon is Premier League ready. He didn't have the best of times in Tottenham and also for Fulham. Fulham didn't, he wasn't, breaking brilliant records at either teams in the Premier League. But I believe a run of form. I believe under Daniel Farke, Manor Solomon will be a brilliant Premier League player. And I would like to get him done. Anywhere between 12 to 15 million for me. I would like to see that. So Manor Solomon, I believe this one is going to be closer than we think. I think as soon as them windows open or the window opens, we will see the signing of Manor Solomon. That's kind of what the latest is around everything. And a similar play, he kind of already is a Leeds player, technically not as it is the summer, but Junior Firpo close to signing a new contract. Can't say that. Is Junior Firpo close to signing a new contract is what I'm trying to say. Apparently there's a new juicy offer from Leeds United, soon to sign Junior Firpo. According to Spanish reports, Real Betis have had no offers or given no offers to Junior Firpo and his party. When Betis asked about the opportunity of Firpo, of signing Firpo back to where he played football at Real Betis, they said, Firpo sort of agents and this side of Firpo said Leeds have offered him a juicy offer, a juicy deal. What does that intend? 500k a week? I don't know. Obviously, it's not 500k a week, but big money, big wages, and this will probably Firpo's last sort of big contract before he starts looking at sort of retirement. Do you know what I mean? Because he's getting on a bit. He's not in his prime years right now, so this will be a last big opportunity for Junior Firpo. So apparently the player hasn't signed anything, obviously, as we know, as he's weighing up his options. There's options all over sort of the globe for Junior Firpo, obviously with Betis being one, Leeds being a strong other one. But yeah, that's apparently in the next few weeks he's going to be making up his mind. When that window opens, then we'll see if Firpo's here or not. But Leeds United have put a good sort of deal on the plate for Junior Firpo to say, listen, sign this, stay at Leeds United, you'll be the left back in the Premier League. For me, it's difficult with Junior Firpo because he's been brilliant the last 2 years under Daniel Farke. But in the Premier League, let's not get it wrong. Let's not get it twisted. I wanted him gone. I thought he was one of the worst Leeds United players I've ever watched. And I've watched a lot. I've watched a lot of Tosh in League One, in the Championship. There's been a lot of terrible players for Leeds, and I thought Firpo was up there in the Premier League. I thought he was absolutely terrible. I really did, but obviously he's turned form around. I don't think any of you can sit here watching that thinking, no, I always believed in Firpo. I thought he was a quality player. I know as soon as we got relegated, a lot of people were saying, no, I don't want to see Firpo at left back in the Championship. He will be terrible. And yes, he's turned form around. He's a brilliant player, but will the Premier League haunt him again? And I'd hate for that. Does he want to go out on a high? I personally would sign him again because I think he has changed, and I think that drop in league has definitely helped him. We have to remember he was on the Barcelona ranks as well. There's obviously a decent player in there, but we can't forget what he done in the Premier League or what he didn't do in the Premier League, because it wasn't very good at all. But I think he's learned. I think he's more mature. And I think, he's playing under Daniel Farke, and you got to give him a contract because how well he done this season. He's been brilliant. But yeah, we'll have to see how that one goes. Next up, we're talking Leonardo Balerdi, the Marseille centre-half. Apparently, according to reports, this deal isn't happening anytime soon. Leeds like the look of the centre-back, but not too long ago, actually today, the Marseille president, the president of the club at Marseille, is insisting that key players like Balerdi himself will remain with a summer strengthening for Champions League. But obviously, money talks. There's around £20 million for the defender. It would be a huge signing if Leeds could get this done, but for right now, this most likely will not happen. I don't see this one happening anytime soon, but it would be a statement signing for Leeds United if they got Balerdi over the line. But it looks like the Marseille president wants to keep him there. Next up, we're talking Vladislav Vanat. He is a Dynamo Kiev striker, we've been linked with him the last few weeks. He scored 21 goals and he's got 8 assists this season. He's got 10 Ukraine caps as well. The latest report is about an exit clause because Leeds United have been following the striker's movements, and the exit clause apparently in his contract, this is according to Team Talk, though, so take with a pinch of salt, is around 20 million euros, around 16 million pounds. Everton also like the player too. Listen, seems a good player, put up good numbers, and for being a 22-year-old, but it's that thing again. Can they do it in the Premier League? And that's when you talk about the likes of Callum Wilson, and Callum Wilson, he's got that experience. I'm not saying he should be our number one signing. I know a lot of people saying, no, he's too old. He's on the medical bed, and I understand that. I wouldn't mind going with a Vanat if you then get a Wilson, or you need an experienced player with a younger player. Listen, I think he's put up good numbers. I don't know. He's a goal scorer machine out in Ukraine, but I don't know what he could do in the Premier League. I'd love to be pleasantly surprised. Would you pay 16 million for a bloke who hasn't done it in the Premier League? I don't know. But next up, we're talking Abdoulaye Doucoure, the Everton midfielder. He's playing his last game this weekend for Everton. His contract's done, and he will leave Everton. Leeds were reportedly liking the look of him. I was going to come on here and say, listen, this would be a perfect signing for Leeds, but because he fits that experienced midfielder sort of mold that Leeds United, all these links are sort of doing at the moment, with the likes of Callum Wilson, with Doucoure, with Souček, with Kufau, all these players that got Premier League experience. It makes sense that Leeds would go for someone like this. I think he's a terrific player. But the latest reports is literally the last sort of 15, 20 minutes, again from Team Talk, so take it with a pinch of salt. But he's got big money offers coming in from Saudi, and that's most likely will be his next destination, seeing as he's playing a lot of high-level football. He's 32 years old. I think this deal probably makes sense for him to go out to Saudi. He's done some big years in the Premier League, played in some big games with Watford and with Everton. He's done a lot in the Premier League. He's 32. His time now, he's probably thinking to make some money out in Saudi, which is completely understandable. I'd really like this signing. If Leeds United went for this, I know Idrissa Gana Gueye for Everton is also out of a contract too. I think that midfield pairing has been brilliant for Everton. I really do. I really rate both of them. I've always rated Doucoure since when he was back at Watford. I really liked Doucoure, but if this is the sort of spell that he's going down, he will go to Saudi, then I think we missed out on a decent player there. I think he could get into our 11. I do. I don't know if people are going to say I'm crazy for that, but he's played a lot of games for Everton, and he's still in and around that starting 11 for David Moyes' Everton side now. I think he would easily get into Leeds United side, but there we are. It looks like he could be going to Saudi. And last but not least, there was a little thing on Callum Wilson today. Obviously, we touched a little bit about him over the last few days, but he's kind of shut down this whole I'm not injured sort of thing, and everyone's saying, I'm okay to play. He's been fit for the last 4 or 5 months, and he wants to sort of not leave football before football leaves him. He wants to get to another club. He knows he's out of a contract with Newcastle. And listen, I don't believe Leeds will maybe get this done. I'd like to see it, but I'd like to see Callum Wilson alongside another number 9. I wouldn't mind Callum Wilson coming off the bench and, having that experience, doing well like that. Will he be our leading number 9 in the Premier League? I don't think so. I don't think he's got that anymore. Will Leeds United even do this deal at all? I don't think so. But either way, he's kind of shutting all the haters, saying, listen, I'm still good. I'm all right. I can join a team and I can score some goals, which is good to see, because he's had a lot of people shutting him down recently over his fitness, which is understandable. He's been out injured a lot, but a bloke's got 88 goals in the Premier League. It's not to be sniffed. So let's look at the latest news today. Just a recap. That's the word. One more time. Manor Solomon, close to getting it done. Leeds United are optimistic about the deal. Firpo, a new juicy offer. Should you sign him? Would you sign him? Let me know in the comments down below. Balerdi not happening right now, as it seems. Vladislav Vanat linked with Leeds United. 16 million release clause. Would you do it? Doucoure linked, but looked like he could be going to Saudi. And what would you do with Callum Wilson? Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and get all your comments in regarding the news and your favourite Leeds chant. Get down there right now. Buy some tickets for the Creator Cup as well. I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheery. Oh.